Hi friends, how are you? I hope you're having a magical day. Today's video is the power of prayer. And prayer is very interesting because what happens when you get into a very concentrated emotional state and you pray, it actually generates similar brain waves as you do when you meditate. And so if you watched my video on meditation and what happens when you meditate and how to meditate, I think you begin to see a similar pattern and connection also with the same thing when you pray. So Russell Tarks has a book, and I believe it's called Mindtech. And if I'm not mistaken, since I've had so many books on remote viewing, over 30 on this subject, I'm not sure which one it is, but I think it's that one. And so anyway, Russell Tarks does a study on this where his whole life he spent remote viewing. His whole life he spent studying the power of meditation, the power of prayer and intention upon the things that we are intending to create. Now, we have so many different names for this one thing, right? The power of meditation, the power of prayer, the power of intention. So, but when you look at it, they're all very similar. There might be a slight of a twist, but as far as what you're doing, but as far as what's actually happening to be able to get that end result, if you really did it in the most connected way, chances are you were able to create the proper brain waves such as theta and gamma or alpha to be able to have that emotional concentrated state, be able to fuse that energy out into the world to be able to create that possible manifestation. Now, one of the things that I found to be just astonishing, that is very memorable on one of the books that I had gone through, was one of the experiments that they followed, where there was a doctor and a patient, and not either of them were acknowledged that there was going to be somebody praying for them for an hour a day. And so for an hour a day, that person was praying for them, and the group that had somebody praying for them recovered by around, I believe, 70% faster, much faster than the group that didn't. So that just goes to tell you the power of prayer. That just goes to tell you the power of meditation, the power of intention. When you combine these things together and really see what's actually occurring, what's actually happening, you have that conviction and belief that it's real and it's happening. And when you're able to get into a meditative state and have that ability to perform thought control in your mind and stop all other thoughts in your mind and only bring the thoughts that you intend, and then you'll find the things that you can actually create within your time that will really make you feel like you're absolutely in a place where it's truly divine. I mean, it's truly a place where when you create that possibility and it becomes reality, your soul will truly shine, and you will absolutely glow with much more love, and you'll be so thankful for everything around you, including the things above. So I think that's something you definitely want to try, definitely before you die, and it'll take a lot of time of intention, maybe, but at the same time, you will create those possibilities for manifestation. So you don't just get it the first time around. You got to keep trying it over and over again. So I hope that you are more of a believer of the power of prayer now. I hope that if something happens to your family, if something's happening in the world, know that the prayer has immense power, and that meditative state and prayer state and intention state collectively, intentionally, will create a completely new society, and we can really change our entire reality. And that in itself would be a beautiful thing to truly experience and truly see for ourselves and in our future generations to come. So that is a beautiful thing. So again, that particular book really changed when I found out the power of prayer. I became a much more faithful person. And some people don't really believe in meditation as much, but there was always that question of the Holy Spirit and the prayer, and being into that state, and listening to all these stories and phenomena that occurred with that particular state. And I was trying to find the common denominator of what it was, and then I found it. I'm like, it's the brain waves. It's the same type of occurrence. It's the intention, it's the focus, it's the cognitive function in the brain that creates that end result. And so whatever you want to call it, it's a very specific outcome. And now, knowing that possibility, you can tap into all the different possibilities as far as the practice, and then embrace it and see which one works best for you. But I hope that with that in mind, you become a lot more faithful and a lot more empowered on your abilities. And don't just do something with the expectation that it's just all going to automatically happen right away. Sometimes it takes continuous persistence, and knowing that, sometimes you just got to pray for something to happen, and if it doesn't happen, it's okay. It wasn't the right time for it to happen. So don't you get discouraged praying. Don't you get discouraged that you can't do it. You absolutely can. And so as long as it's for the right reasons, the right things, and it's not completely blown out of proportion in a certain way, but it's for the right reasons, for a better human experience for yourself, for humanity as well. And I hope that this video helped. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.